Y'all, what is happening with my eyebrow?
Hi guys, I'm Mandy, the Imagination Alchemist. We're crafting tales of magic, wonder, and I'm getting a phone call. I'll answer it in a minute. We're crafting tales of art, magic, and wonder, and we're making our dreams come true. So this video, it's funny because I graduated with a degree in stage and screen acting, and so they tell you a little bit about this stuff, but they don't really go into depth unless you're asking them very specific questions. And I had no idea how to make an audition book. So these are the things that they won't tell you unless you ask. So, I put it across the room. We're gonna make my first audition book. It's glittery. Ooh. So far, there's nothing in it. It's just blank, but I also got these tabs. Wait, 8. Gotta know there's 8. So far, I have just been picking random songs and random monologues to go into my auditions based on the audition that you're going to. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It shows that I'm a little unprepared. Sometimes I'll print off the sheet music before without hearing what exactly it sounds like on the piano. So that's not ideal because I go in and it's the wrong key or the wrong tempo. So yeah, we don't want to do that anymore. We want to have it prepped. First thing I did is I took these categories that were recommended to me. It seems like the general consensus, it should be 12 songs and no more. I picked 15. Take that advice as you will. Disney, like a Disney I Want song. Pop rock, which could be one category. I'm separating it into 2 so I can fit in my tabs. That would be kind of like jukebox. You could do jukebox as a separate thing, but I feel like pop rock, jukebox, it's the same thing. Golden Age musical in there. You're also going to maybe want a Sondheim piece in there. Probably won't audition with Sondheim unless you're auditioning for a Sondheim show, just because it's really hard for pianists to play. You might want to put in like one of your favorite songs. I put it under a category just Jason Robert Brown because his stuff is a little more difficult as well. I think. I don't play piano, guys. Chances are you won't go in singing a song from the last 5 years because they hear those all the time. I'm trying to remember what the other categories were. Hold on. Duh, it was contemporary. So you're gonna want a contemporary song or a few contemporary songs. Basically, in these categories, you wanna have about 2 per each, about 2. One that's more of a ballad and one that's more up-tempo or comedic. There's no specific rules to this. You can separate it how you want, and I will show you how I separate mine when I put it together. I'll show you how I put together mine and how I've seen other people put them together so you can create something that is great for you. Your voice, your personality. What was I gonna say? Shit. Oh, so we're also putting this into my Witchcraft for Actors series, so I will show you a few witchy things that you can also do to your songbook that, I don't know, maybe other people have tried this before, but I'm gonna do it because it'll help to give us a little luck, to give us a little protection, and to help with nerves as well. Some of this will have to be filmed later because I don't have my up-to-date headshots and I don't have anything printed, so take it away, future Mandy.
Here I am opening Spotify. Now, finding the music for this book was arguably the hardest part of this entire process, you know, because it's the main part of this process, finding your music. So I created a playlist, and over time songs would go in and then they would get deleted based on what kind of characters I want to play and what vibe I want to omit. Yes, I used the Happy Feet version of Somebody to Love. Don't judge me. There were some things that came easy to me and others that came harder. So like for Golden Age musicals, I looked up a playlist of soprano parts so I could find something that would fit me when I didn't know what else to look for. There are people all over Spotify and other music platforms and YouTube that have already created playlists for different singing parts, different songs from different musicals. Spotify is just a great place to look for that. For example, here's contemporary music. So you can look up contemporary musical theater and you could do soprano, you could do alto, tenor, etc. This is soprano and alto parts. And then you can pick from these playlists. You just have to be conscious that you're not picking something that people will sing all the time. Like In My Dreams from Anastasia's in there. That's a common one. Then I went in Canva and made this cute table of contents. Then finally I needed to print off all of my sheet music, get a hole punch, and get ready to put it all together. Bambi's so cute. This is me salvaging what I could from my old Audition book, and I actually ended up just tossing all of it. I'm used to outsourcing my sheet music from various platforms, but I finally just got a Music Note subscription. It makes it so much easier, and I can listen to the track before I go into an audition so I can practice. And now all of the old sheet music that didn't work before, better just to throw it away. I labeled all my tabs, and then I added the tabs on the top as well so I could find each piece of sheet music. This is kind of a mock-up of what the final product is going to look like. Every song in here is the full version of the song. I still need to change a few of them. Like Crossing a Bridge needs a new version, and I'm also missing I Loved You Once in Silence. I thought I printed it, but I guess I did not. I'm personally keeping the full version of each of these songs just in case I want to go back and later change the cut. But I'm still learning too, so you do what works for you.
Then I went through and chose the cuts of the songs that I wanted. I picked generally 32 bars. Some of them were a little more, some of them were a little less. There you see me marking a clear start and finish. And then I went through and cut out any parts that I didn't want the pianist to play. I also went through and put the time signature on the margins of every single side. Since the music always starts with the time signature, it doesn't say it throughout the piece, so this will make it easier for the pianist to find it. I thought about highlighting the start and end lines, but I might change it later. Time for witchcraft. So we're gonna do a meditation ritual. I'm doing a few things during my meditation ritual. The main concept here is that I am programming the song with intentions. I'm telling myself positive affirmations, things like I am magnetic, I am alluring, I sound beautiful, and I'm also imagining myself performing the song and eliciting a certain emotional reaction. So anytime someone sees me perform this song, they now connect me to the character that I'm trying to play. For example, if I sing In My Own Little Corner, the goal is that the other person now is like, oh, well, she is literally Cinderella, cast her. After the meditation, I decided to add some runes to a separate piece of paper. I picked up a note card and chose 4 runes that are going to help with creativity, protection, and influence. I put them on the front and back, and then I folded it towards myself. Then I took 2 different sprays. On the back it kind of says what each of them are for, and then I sprayed this little note card. I was going to spray the pages inside the book, but I don't need those pages to get wet and sticky and stick together, so this was the perfect alternative. We're just gonna add some extra power to those runes. We're gonna fold this and we're gonna stick it in the back of the binder. I did get all of my sheet music printed, so here is the final book. I got new headshots, and I edited that front cover one to have a cute little font. I have extra headshots in the side. We have our tabs. We have a table of contents page. We have all of our music perfectly organized, some runes, protection, and there we go. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Give me any tips if you have any tips. Ask me questions if you have questions. And I will see you next time.